Hey guys, it's Eric from SpentFlesh here.
Already fucked up.
Eric from SpentFlesh. This is my gear. Starting with my theremin. It's kind of an electronic instrument designed by the Germans, I believe, in the 20s. Controls your tone with your right arm. So that's simply tone control. The left the proper way to play a theremin is a multi-note. You find a note. And you come in and out of it. I like to just mess around. Clean theremin is kind of boring, so I use a vocal pedal. It's a Digitech Vocal 300. And I use this thing to run effects through the theremin. So, for instance, this is, and it's all pre-programmable. You can preset up to 80 different sounds. Just recently got this toy. It's a harmony singer.
So my vocals come straight, but I can also use this to put reverb, different settings, club, hall, completely off. So I don't need a sound man for reverb. And then the real nice thing about this is it lets you double your vocals in harmony. So this one is gonna go below my voice, like this. So there's two of them. This one goes a little lower with the other track. This one gives me two on two different tones. But then you can also go high and low, go just high. So it gives you lots of variety with your voice, singing harmonies and whatnot.
Over here, I have a Chaos Pad, classically used by DJs, primarily for mixing in clubs, but I use it a little different. It's nice because it has some built-in samples. And there's a whole array, about 88 different settings you can. But then the really neat thing is you can also sample it. So I can sample a live recording, I can sample video from a phone, song from a phone, just about anything. But a trick I like to do is I like to sample the guitar. So Steve's just going to give me something kind of basic. And I can manipulate the sound that he's playing. Just keep playing the same thing. But then I can also sample it. That's just a loop of what Steve played. And then I can pause that, and I can get Steve to play something completely different. Alright. And then I can bring the two together. And then Coop can do something on the drums. I can manipulate the speed. I can change the speed to whatever Coop's playing. Okay. So I have the ability to manipulate beats per minute, so I can follow with a sample to what speed Coop is playing. That's pretty much my gear. Eric from SpentFlesh.
Right.
Cooper from SpentFlesh. I play with a kind of a Frankenstein set. Pearl Export series because the bass drum sounds beautiful loud, and it's got a foam zero ring inside that muffles it nicely. And the same thing going on with the floor tom, which was I got this whole setup from Lance from Mindless Attack. They're another Philly band, great dudes, and he was playing this way, and I just stole it from him. Yeah, and I've been playing that way for a long time now. 20-inch rise, 18 crash, hi-hats, all 3 different companies. And beyond that, yeah, just the setup is the coolest thing about it. It really opens up to the left. I'm able to do stuff I didn't do when it was over on my right side. Snare, just a Pearl, nothing special. I like coated heads because they sound thicker. And what I try to do is I tune the top pretty high, the bottom kind of loose. I forget where I got it from. Porno for Pyros, that drummer, used to tune his snare the same way. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, what I was saying before is just...
I'm Steve from SpentFlesh. I play guitar. This is the guitar I've been playing the most lately. It's not on the new record, but I've been playing it live. It's a Gibson double cut, and I really like these guitars. I've got another one that all the tuning pegs just broke off of, so it'll be fixed. But this I got for tour. It's got a crack at stock, so I got it really cheap. So if it breaks in Germany, I won't cry as much. I like these guitars because they have more frets than normal guitars, so you can get another octave. I think it's kind of cool. And they're really thin, especially for Gibsons, and they're light, so they're good if you like to play fast and move around. This is my fucking amp. It's an amp peg. A lot of people that care about shit really like this head, and from what they've told me, I guess some guy, Lee Jackson, did something, and people like that about it. I just like the way it sounds. These are my pedals. This is the first band that I've been in that I've used pedals, so I think it's kind of funny. I'm kind of learning as I go, so I'll take you through them right now. Hope you like slippers. This is a tuner. It's good to be in tune, although I only ever really use it at the beginning of the set and kind of forget about it. Basic distortion pedal that everybody has. It's cool. Basic delay. Same old delay pedal. These 2 pedals are kind of neat. They're pitch shifting pedals, so they can harmonize with the guitar with different octaves, or they can actually bend the sound. And I used to do a lot of shows, and whenever I saw bands come through and I liked a sound, I thought it was unique, I'd ask them about it. So some band had these, or had one of them, and I got it and I liked it, and I found by having 2 I could kind of manipulate and play off those pedals and the other pedals in the chain. So actually next it goes to that octave pedal, which is Coops, the drummer, so I took it from him. Doesn't really fit on the board, so maybe it's a temporary thing, I don't know, we'll see what happens. This is where it gets weird. I just learned that you're meant to have pedals in a certain order, but the way I have my chain set up doesn't do that, because a lot of times I'll split the amps. So the last pedal in the first row is going to a separate amp. That way when they're in octaves and starting with this pedal, these other guys are more prevalent in the other amp, so it's like in stereo. And as we're a 3-piece, I feel it's sort of advantageous to a bigger, fuller sound. So that's why there's a distortion pedal in the middle of the chain, and people that know about this stuff will think that's weird, but who cares. Next is a phaser, which that seemed like an appropriate spot for it to be. Again, I don't really know about pedals, but for how I like to play, it makes sense, and I know how to manipulate it, so that's where it's going to stay. Welcome.
Next is a delay. It's sort of like the other delay, only it costs more money, which I guess means it has some more features that I'm probably really not tapping into right now. So I should learn how to use that. But it's cool. Last one's a freeze pedal. Marcus from at Managing Now uses it, and we were recording for, I think it was one of our 10-inch, and I borrowed it to use in that session, and it worked very well with duplicating some of the stuff that I do live. So from that point on, I've had it and use it sporadically depending on when I need it. And that's